I woke up to the sound of drums in the middle of the night. They weren't from the celebration earlier that day. No, these drums were slow, heavy, and distant. My heart pounded as I lay still, listening. The village was silent except for the drums, but I knew something was wrong. It all started when I went with my uncle to visit his Maasai friend, Ole, in his village. We had come for a wedding. Ole's daughter was marrying a warrior from another village. The ceremony was beautiful, with songs and dances that lasted all day. The bride wore traditional red shuka and bright beads, her face glowing with happiness. But as the sun went down, Ole pulled my uncle aside. I overheard their hushed conversation. "We must be careful tonight," Ole warned. "She has returned." I didn't understand at first. My uncle looked worried but nodded, and they told me nothing. The drums from the ceremony continued long into the evening, and I soon forgot about it as we celebrated. "Who's there?" I whispered, feeling my throat tighten with fear. Slowly, she turned around, and my blood ran cold. It was the bride, but her face was twisted in pain, eyes wide and empty, her mouth open as if she was silently screaming. She looked at me, and the drums grew louder, almost unbearable. I stumbled backward, gasping for breath, but she didn't follow me. She just stood there, watching. I turned and ran back to my uncle's hut, shaking him awake. "She's here. The bride, she's out there," I cried. My uncle jumped out of bed, grabbing his spear. "Stay inside," he ordered. I stayed by the door, peeking through a crack as my uncle and Ole gathered the other men. They moved toward the clearing with torches, but when they reached the spot, the bride was gone. Only her wedding beads were left behind, scattered on the ground. The drums stopped. The next morning, the whole village was quiet, no one speaking of what had happened. But I learned later that Ole's daughter had disappeared years ago, the night before her first wedding. Some say her spirit returns, wandering the land, searching for something lost. Others say it's a curse on the family, and that she takes the place of brides on their wedding night. I don't know what I saw that night. But the drums, they still haunt me. Every time I hear a wedding song, I wonder if she's listening too, waiting.
Thank you for watching. Please guys subscribe, share, like and comment.